see the new braids. Yes.
I
got 100, I bought me a pack.
Started rolling and coming in fast. I had the old head hanging back. Now I'm rich now, that's why they mad. I'm only getting in where I fit in.
This too shit you cannot sit in. Put some music on because I'm feeling good. Yes. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I did a little something special. I did like some purple to match my blazer. I'm just, feeling really good. So today I am going to talk all about my clothing brand. So if you didn't know, I have a clothing brand called Shop Tosh J Mac. On social media, y'all know I go by Tosh J Mac, but I have a clothing brand called Shop Tosh J Mac. I started about 2 years ago, and yeah, I feel like I'm the best person to talk about starting a clothing brand because I've seen both ends. Like, I've started it and then had to stop, take a break, and then I relaunched. So yeah, I'm here to give you all the tips and tricks of starting your own clothing line. I'll go from beginning to end, process to launch, all of that. So just stay tuned to this video, and I'm just feeling so like lemonade, girl power, bossy, like yes. Oh, this is a bit thumbnail. From beginning, of course, my step one on creating a business, I think about the name. So on social media, I already go by Tosh J Mac, and I looked at a lot of other clothing brands, and I really was fond of Nicole Linnell and other people, and I liked how they would use their same name for their clothing brand but just put shop in the front, because really you are shopping from me. Like, it's my clothes, like I hand select them, and so I just thought it made sense to do Shop Tosh J Mac. And my slogan is from my closet to yours, because everything that I choose are things that I actually wear. So that was the first thing. That's how I created the name. And then, so I have a best friend who is a graphic designer pro. Her name's Corey. And we sat, and every time I have a business, she's just like my go-to. So we sat and we thought about like the color scheme, the brand colors, and like logo. So Corey already made me a personal brand logo with just Tosh J Mac. And so for Shop Tosh J Mac, she just created something. She just added more to it. So she added shop, and then like, of course I'll insert my logo here, but she just added to my original logo. And yeah, I loved it. I was just like, I didn't even need to like preview. I was like, yeah, anything you do, I love. So that was that. And then we decided to do pastel pink. I like this color though, but so we decided to do pastel pink and gray and white and black. I would say step one for creating your clothing brand is figure out a name, figure out your logo, and then figure out your brand colors. So even if you don't have the money, you don't have to have money to brainstorm. Draw out what you want your logo to look like, so that way when you're ready, you have it all ready. Okay? So I would say that was step one. So step two for me was getting everything legalized. So for most shops, and for most wholesale shops to shop, you have to have an LLC or just a business registration. And I mean, regardless, I feel like everyone should not be operating a business without it being licensed in general. It's just risky. So this is a good opportunity to go ahead and get your business license. So with that, it depends on where you live. Just type in wherever you live in Google, the state, and then .gov. in business registration, and it'll take you right there. So I registered for an LLC on North Carolina's government website. It was super painless, super easy. I just did original, like an LLC, you put in your information. I think you pay about $150, mail it in, and then there you go, you have an LLC. So yeah, you can name your LLC anything. It doesn't have to necessarily be your clothing name, but I recommend you do that. So for me, I already had a personal brand called Tasha Mac, so I just LLC'd under Tasha Mac, and all of my businesses are just under that LLC. So now that you have all of that figured out, now the next step would be to begin getting your style, your look. Like, what do you want to be known for? So I know a lot of other clothing boutiques, they kind of have like their own look. So like you'll see Nicole Linnell, she has more like things that she would wear. You have these other boutiques who wear kind of like, or who have variety, like they have some like Fashion Nova type pieces, they have some structured type pieces, a lot of club wear. So it just depends on like what look you're going for your brand. So for me, I choose pieces that I wear personally. So I wear a lot of like structured, good quality pieces. So I try to find things that look like that. But then also you want to think of your consumer in mind. Everyone isn't going to like what you like. So I also incorporate pieces that other people will like. I get my friends' opinions on, you know, I just tell them like I give them the website, like choose what you would wear. So that way I have another set of eyes and taking my consumer's eyes into perspective. So yeah, but at the same time, keep your audience in perspective, but also this is your business, this is your vision. So what do you see? What do you want to wear? And what do you want to represent? So I think that's really something to think about. So now that you have your niche and what you want your clothes to look like, now is a good time to start looking up vendors to research, and vendors that sell the kind of clothing that you want to sell. So for me, I just started off with one website, which was LA Wholesale. I believe that's what it is. Let me make sure. I started off with LA Showroom, which has different manufacturers and different wholesalers. And it's pretty simple. So you register to be a member of this website. You cannot look at the clothes unless you have an LLC. So this is why we already took those steps to get registered and licensed. So now that you have your LLC, you can begin shopping online. So this is what I did because I was in North Carolina at the time. This is how I got started. So now if you actually are in LA or Atlanta or New York, you can actually physically go in a lot of showrooms and pick wholesale from there. So that's the benefit. But if you're not, LA Showroom is a really good website to start at. So when you go on there, you can start scanning different vendors that you like. It is a lot, like they do have a lot of vendors on there, so it can get overwhelming. So that is why I created a vendor list of top 50 vendors that I started with and that I still choose from because they have really good quality, they have a variety, and it's a good way to start without having to sort through all the BS. This website has over like tens of thousands of different brands. So I saved you time and I've combed through and found the best of the best vendors. So go on my website right here, and if you want to go ahead and get my vendor list. Have your vendors, make sure you have them listed so when you're ready to buy, you can buy. So I got a lot of questions about vendors, and I think vendors is one thing that once you get your feet wet and you start working with like your top 10, because let's be real, you're not going to automatically start working with all these vendors. You're gonna, you know, get your feet wet and start working with a little bit at a time, and then you'll start building relationships with these vendors. They'll start sending you clothes, and so you might end up being really loyal to that vendor, and maybe you won't even need others, maybe like 2 or 3 more. And then it's trial and error. So you have your vendors, you have your clothes, and you'll be able to see really fast what's selling and what isn't. You'll be able to see what your audience likes more of, what they like less of, and don't be afraid to ask them often, like, what more do you want to see from us? Like I said, I was in North Carolina when I started, so I started connecting with these vendors online, and I actually just started. I didn't get any samples. I'm not sure if they're able to ship samples to you. So what I did, I just like got, I did my first order and I took a gamble. I was just like using the model online, and then I got my shipment at home. I was super excited. I started posting the outfits on me, and that was like my first walking billboard opportunity. Like my first marketing campaign was just wearing the clothes that I got and tagging them, and voila, I just started getting sales from there. They say if you want to start anything, the big thing is to just start. So if you're hesitating, if you're trying to start a clothing brand, this is a great way to start. Get the clothes. If you're in person and you can feel the clothes, that's great. If you're not, just you can ask them if they mail samples out, like one by one. If not, just start with a small package and go from there. So like usually packages come in like I would say maybe by like six different outfits. So you might have like 3 smalls, 2 mediums, and 1 large. So you can just get, and that's called a pack. So you can get like maybe 1 pack per outfit and just start that way. And that way people will see what you're wearing. If you sell out, just let them know like more will be on the way, and then voila, you already know what people are starting to like. I think there was only like one time that I got something in the mail that like fit horribly when when it arrived in North Carolina, but I just ended up putting it on sale and it ended up selling still. But yeah, don't let your location or anything stop you from starting. So yeah, along with my logo and all that created, I forgot to tell you guys, so Corey created me a website also. So once I got my pieces in the mail, I immediately like had a photo shoot, put on the clothes, and uploaded the clothes on the website and started selling once I started posting the clothes. Create a marketing plan. So how you could do that is just create a timeline, like April 1st, get business license. April 5th, create logo and website. May 2nd, launch, or I forgot photo shoot, like schedule your photo shoot and then launch your website, let people know about it, and then it can start from there. And then you can start doing other tactics. You can plan other tactics in your marketing campaign. Like you're gonna be doing ambassadors, like reaching out to people and letting them know about your brand and letting them know you're looking for ambassadors if they want free product in exchange for promo. Always do contracts. Don't reach out to ambassadors on social media without doing a contract. No, get their email and make it legit, okay? Because these people will scam you out some free clothes, girl. So startup costs, you guys, things are not that complicated. Y'all know Ming Lee, what she started her she started her hair brand from what, $300? Me, I started my clothing brand with $500. So this was my timeline, okay? So like I told y'all my first steps, and then I decided to launch by doing a launch party in my hometown, Charlotte. So my brother, who is so great, my older brother, he helped me with my launch party. I had a vision. He was like, whatever you want. I was like, I know this launch party will really help me just get the brand out there. He believed in me like he always does. I'll forever be grateful. And he paid for my launch party. So I'm a publicist, so I'm really good at planning events anyway. So I planned my whole party. I'll insert clips here. It was lit. Everybody still says that was like the best event in Charlotte. So yeah, I did open bar. I had my collection, my first collection out for it to be shopped. I made some sales. I still remember my very first sale. She was amazing. And yeah, so I had about 2 racks of clothes, I would say, but only $500 worth at my launch party. That's it. And it was a really good start. So from what I made from my launch party, I used that to buy my second batch of clothes. I ended up getting a little bit more different pieces, and I ended up selling out those as well. So then once July hit, I started shopping for fall clothing. I got some leather pants and some different winter fall items. And so that is a good point for when you should buy certain clothes.
You never know what you're gonna expect. So this is just a preview of my collection. I wanted to stick with like simple colors right now. And then in a few weeks, we're gonna release some brighter colors like such as this outfit and such, yeah.
Like now, we are in spring, summer. So right now the fashion industry, they are getting together their fall and winter collection. That's why in Fashion Week they do fall and winter shows early. That way you can see their collection coming up. And a lot of trade shows in your area, fashion trade shows, is good to network and find out different vendors there. They begin early too. So like you'll have your fall vendor shows right now, fall, winter, getting your pieces together early out to the masses. I didn't start off doing a bulk order. I would say definitely start small. All you need is 1 pack to start off on. If you want to ball out, maybe even $1,000 is good, because you can get like 10 different pieces from that. And just start, y'all. What else? Yeah, so starting costs, don't need that much. How can you separate your brand from everyone else's? You know, you want to separate yourself, but at the same time, you want to keep up with Instagram. Hate to say it, but like most of us like the same thing. So if you see something trending, and it fits your brand, don't be afraid to get it. Like I know those fuzzy tops that Fashion Nova and Pretty Little Thing was selling. If you see one of your vendors has a shirt like that, don't be afraid to get it, because it's a lot of room out here for everyone to win. So even though Fashion Nova might sell it, you could sell it a little cheaper, or someone just has more access to you. You could do pull-ups, like if you're in your area and someone wants to buy something, pull up on them. That's what I do. And I'm like, yeah, what do you need? So don't be afraid to have some of the same pieces everyone else does, but also that is where finding different vendors like that are on my list come into play, because you'll be able to look at pieces that you haven't even seen yet on Instagram or anywhere else. So right now, you know, of course, we're in this time period where people are holding on to their coins, trying to figure out what's going on with the economy. But believe it or not, this is a good time to invest. I'm investing right now. I'm starting my clothing brand back up, so make sure y'all follow me. Because people are still gonna buy regardless. There's a lot of people who are gonna shop year round, so don't let that scare you to begin. Use this opportunity to start whatever you want to start this digital platform, because online, people are always going to be online, always, unless it just shuts down one day, then we'll just always go crazy. Branding tips, how to grow your brand, is post every single day. I don't care if it's just the smallest thing. Post an outfit, post you wearing it, post Instagram stories of people wearing it, repost. Be active every single day, and I promise you, you're gonna see traffic. You're gonna see new strangers DMing you, asking for clothes. So consistency is the best, because like me, I've taken like 3 months off of my clothing brand because I moved to LA and I was just dealing with things, and I'm sure like I've lost some followers, but and I haven't gained any yet. But as soon as I start back up, then I'm gonna be right where I left off. If you need personal help throughout your process, want someone to basically guide you through this process from start to finish, I'll be accountable. Make sure you are on your stuff every single day. If you need that type of person, let me know on my website. I have a clothing course, a brand clothing course. I'm gonna start you from beginning to end, and I'm going to make sure I keep you accountable from launch day throughout. So it's a really good opportunity to, if you really want to get started and you want my assistance. So I pray that you do this and you start, and I pray that I can be a part, and I can't wait to see where this takes you. So thank you so much for watching me and wanting to learn from me and supporting my brand. Follow me for all my new upcoming projects and things I have going on, because it's a lot going on. So I'm happy to have you with me. And yeah, continue being great, guys. I love you so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Let me know what you want to see next, please. Okay, just DM me on Instagram or something. I'll put it all below. Thank you, love you so much. Continue being you. Mwah.
For the weekend.